If you already know SQL, you're most of the way to using Snowflake. But there's one thing that trips up almost everyone on day one, and it's not the SQL. It's everything you have to set up before you even write your first query. I'll walk you through it so you can skip the frustration and hit the ground running. I've opened up the SQL editor within Snowflake, and it says Write SQL. So let's say we want to return everything from this student grades table. I can write a select star from student grades. And if I run this, I get an error. And the reason for this is because when you're using Snowflake, before you execute your first SQL query, you must set your context. And the context consists of 4 parts: role, warehouse, database, and schema. So let's start by setting the role. And if I click this button up here, you'll see that it shows all the possible roles I can select. Account admin gives me the most permissions, so I'm going to use that role. And in my editor, I can say account admin here. All right, the next thing you have to specify is your warehouse. Within Snowflake, you have to specify what group of servers you're using to run your computations. So for this, if you click on this little house here, here are a bunch of warehouses that we can choose from. If you've just started a trial Snowflake account, it should come with this compute warehouse by default. And if you work for a company that has a Snowflake account, they'll have created their own virtual warehouses that you'll see listed down here. But for the time being, let's choose compute warehouse. We can just select it over here, or you can also type it in your SQL script so you can clearly see it at the top here. Next, we have our database, and this is where our data is located. So if you go to the database explorer on the left here, we're interested in the student grades table. And over here, you can see this little database icon. This is one of the several databases that we have access to within Snowflake. Here are some other ones as well down here. They all have this cylinder icon, but we're interested in this one. So up here, we are going to type Snowflake Learning Database. All right, and the last thing we have to specify is our schema. So within each database, there are a bunch of collections of tables that have this icon. And if you expand this one, you'll see here is our table. So the schema we want to specify is students. So I'm going to type students here. And now by running these 4 lines of code, I've set my context. And with that, I can run the select statement here successfully. So to recap, if you're trying to run a SQL query within Snowflake and it doesn't work, remember to first set your context. You can either do so by running these 4 lines of code up here, or these icons up here also allow you to specify your role, warehouse, database, and schema. And that's what makes Snowflake different for SQL users. Once the context clicks, the rest feels familiar really fast. If you want the full picture, my Intro to Snowflake course at mavenanalytics.io is linked in the description. I cover Snowflake's architecture, query optimization, Cortex AI, and much more. My name is Alice Zhao, and I'll see you in the next video.